Hello, hola, bonjour, konnichiwa, ni hao, people from all around the world. Welcome to This or That Sports TV. Yeah, normally you'd see me behind the camera or in the vlogs. Yeah, because them I turn the camera. Remember, some turn the camera and stuff. Them know me at the camera.
I wouldn't be behind the camera.
They know I'm behind the camera, so they know I'm the cameraman. It's making sense.
Videographer.
Yes, videographer. Okay?
Yeah.
Makes sense. Yes, people. A new face. Here to talk about what you're going to see now on my show now. Amiel Talks. Where we speak about some of the most popular things going around in possibly Jamaican football. And 1 and 2 times we're going to mention a few of the basketball games and some of the teams. But yeah, let's get into it.
Hold on there, bro. That was some bright friend. Me have it like the man just got several languages. The man go hola. The man go bonjour. But even know the language I'm going to go.
Hola or Ola?
Hola.
So why you say hola?
What is it?
It's Ola, bro.
Me are the Duns friend. Me have some bright friend people. Me like the intro. People, if you guys like that intro, let us know. I really want to know. Because me, I'm having fun with it. So you have to tell people like, comment, share and subscribe.
Yeah, man, people. As you know, when we finish the video and everything, all we have to do now is just have some dialogue in the comment section about this topic that I have to bring to you today. Now, people who are familiar with the Reggae Boys WhatsApp group, big up man like Prince and Ryan. Yeah, we're having a little discussion about the Manning Cup and the Dacosta Cup. And then an individual in the group said, yeah, we're talking about the Manning Cup and so forth and all of these big names in the Manning Cup, but are you telling me that these are the only names that keep calling upon to the Dacosta Cup players? So that really sparked that idea in my head to have this topic, the Manning Cup versus the Dacosta Cup. So persons now, I bring you a player now, well known, the genre, Whisper Richards. Everyone knows him. The best Manning Cup footballer in schoolboy right now, without a doubt. Remind me how many goals and assists he's on 2020?
19 goals, 17 assists.
19 goals, 17 assists. Amazing. But we have a individual that goes to Mannings in the Dacosta Cup by the name of Jamaican Porter. There's a point in the season where he had more goals in both the Manning Cup and the Dacosta Cup. In the month of October, he was sitting at around 16 goals. But people, after saying that, I'm trying to get some more information on this player. Issa, this is a message to you as well.
Right.
Yeah, you need to do a better job in disseminating some information to the public, because we want to know the stats of the players, everyone that is playing both Manning Cup and the Dacosta Cup, because it would help not only me but also the fans, because these are important things. You go anywhere else, you can't find the stats for these players, right? But yeah, I watched a few games of Jamaican Porter. He's a bit on the shorter side, but he has quality. Lethal, both foot, he can score a lot of goals, he's fast, very technical, one to look out for the future. But my question is he being outshadowed? Why am I not hearing anyone mentioning him?
Yeah, this is a very important conversation, you know, for us and for Issa and for, you know, all the stakeholders involved, bro. Issa needs to do a better job, as he said, because even with the Manning Cup, it's hard to get information. So I can't imagine getting information on the Dacosta Cup where we're not even located.
No, not even for us. The Dacosta Cup spans from Negril Point to Morant.
Exactly, bro.
Yeah.
So the vastness of the area that the Dacosta Cup covers, it's ridiculous. So if Issa can't even manage to compile accurate statistics for just the Manning Cup, which stems just within the Kingston metropolitan area, and it's going to be even harder for them to get a grasp on the Dacosta Cup, but there should be things in place.
Yeah. I feel like right now it's a matter of if you know, you know. You know, if you know how many goals Whisper have, then you know. If you know how many goals Dan Hugh Mitchell have, then you know. If you know how many goals Porter have, then you just know. You just happen to know. But there's not, I can't say I can go to the Issa website or I can go to the Issa Instagram page and find out the leading goal scorer. But I think there is an issue, you know, where, you know, getting the information out, and the Dacosta Cup players are definitely not being, you know, talked about as much as the Manning Cup players, for sure.
Yeah. you see Sportsmax and those media outlets, they try to showcase some of the matches. But I don't think they're doing, or we as media personnel is doing enough to kind of try our best to cover the Dacosta Cup teams and the players. Because there's a lot of quality players.
Are you calling out this other sports TV?
Jaja.
Oh no. No.
Fire the man I put you on that.
No. What you attempt to do for your show, Reggie?
No, but we must take responsibility.
People, the man
as
have
well.
fight you out already in a bedroom.
We have to take
Where's
responsibility.
the takeover coming, bro, of you?
No. No, man. We have to just be honest. We have to be
Yeah.
honest about the situation. We ourselves have to do better. So the other media outlets as well. to
Alright,
cover.
so to the topic of the video now.
Yeah.
Right. Are you making a point that Porter is in fact comparable or better than Whisper? Because that's the main point of this video.
Mm-hmm.
No, not necessarily, but I want to know why persons aren't talking about him. Seeing that he, at a point, he was the leading goal scorer for both the Dacosta Cup and the Manning Cup combined. And no one is talking about
So is
this.
that
He's doing exceptionally well. in
he's
the Dacosta Cup.
doing similar to how Whisper is doing in the Manning Cup in the Dacosta
It
Cup.
is comparable.
But it's not
somewhat comparable.
Well, there will be a decider, though. We will see him in Savannah Park in a few. You know, our stadium is wherever is it that they decide to keep Champions Cup. And Mannings will be matched up against one of these top schools.
We will see, that's for sure.
Probably Kingston College. And then we'll see how good this Porter kid really is.
But you've seen him. I can't say I've watched the match. I know of the player, but I can't say I watched the match. I've read about him, I've seen stuff. I've seen articles.
Yeah.
But you've seen him.
I've seen a few matches. I had to go online and dig.
How good is this player?
Very good. He deserves some media attention. He has the potential to be a decent player, very good player going forward for this Jamaica.
Alright, so compare him to the likes of the Burketts and the Blakes, McRae, so on and so forth. Where do you say he lines up in comparison to those players?
No, he's right up there with them. All the best Manning Cup players you can think of, he's right up there with them. Bearing in mind, last year, Mannings, it was the first time they actually made it to the finals of the Dacosta Cup. The loss, I believe it was 4-0 to Garvey Massey. I hope I'm pronouncing that school's name correctly. And unfortunately, that team was very young. Very, very young. But I saw some sparks while watching the game, looking at Porter, how hungry he was to try and make something happen. But unfortunately, he was just young. The experience in our finals, the team never had it. But now, coming into this season now, and seeing how well Mannings is doing right now, the question has to be asked now, why are we not trying to get deeper and deeper into this discussion? How we can bring these players to the forefront?
Now, I have a suggestion. Transfer to George KC. People, that was a joke, people. That was a joke.
If the question is, because we like to find solutions, bro. If the question is, why isn't the Dacosta Cup as popular as Manning Cup? That's kind of the company, right? And why are the players getting the...
And you would think so, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
But I think the Dacosta Cup is more popular than the Manning Cup. The Dacosta Cup gets more patronage than the Manning Cup. It's just that because the Manning Cup is salient to us, it seems as though it's more popular. You know, when you go St. Thomas, when you go Mantika Bay, Westmoreland, D-Cup is all the rage.
That's true.
It's way more renowned than it is than the Manning Cup is in Kingston.
Because it
I
has more
promise
schools,
you.
it has more
I
fans.
promise you.
Yeah, but we in Kingston, bro, this is what we know. The matches are close by. We have several matches going on.
When you go to a Stets game, it's mania.
Yeah.
So the D Cup really is all the rage, but because all we are seeing is the Manning Cup, that's why the Manning Cup seems more prevalent to us. But that's not necessarily the case on a macro scheme. But specifically to us, it might seem that the Manning Cup is all the rage.
Yeah.
The D Cup is a bigger competition than the Manning Cup, I promise you.
Yeah, I hear you. I definitely take that back. Know that you make that point. And even so, bro, when you look at over the years, you look at the players that come out of the Dacosta Cup, bro. You think about the players making the transition to the national team. We have a lot of D-Cup players going to the national team.
Yep.
So we know that there's quality there. And
Yeah,
even during the schoolboy football season, bro. I remember a year when it was Kaim Parsons. You remember that?
Yeah.
I think it was the same Alex Marshall year when it was Kaim Parsons in
And
D-Cup.
then you have Lemar Walker.
Yeah, Lamar Walker.
Peter Lee Vassals.
Yes,
Yeah.
those players, you understand? So there's always going to be talk about the best player. And obviously shows like this will speak of the best player. But I'm sure there are other players. We can name more players in the Money Cup because we are here and we're covering the Money Cup. The D Cup we're not, because we're just not as close to it. We don't have the information on it. And to be here and covering the D Cup, bro, it will be so hard because we can't get
Very
it.
difficult.
We'll have to be calling schools and calling ISA and struggling to get information. It will be so hard. So I feel like
because we can do Money Cup features where
Easy.
the furthest we'd
Very
have to
easy.
drive is Catherine.
yeah.
That's the furthest. But imagine living in Kingston and having to do a feature on Mannings, and then having to do a feature on Cornwall
Cornwall
College, and then having to do a feature on Garvey Marcel, then having to do a feature on Morant High School. Then
We need a sponsor, but we need a budget, bro. We need someone to partner with us and say, yo, let's do this. But for us to do it, whose responsibility is it, bro, to highlight these schools and these players?
I think it's our responsibility.
Yeah, the media.
Not necessarily decided towards TV, but it is our responsibility, the media, especially new media, in accordance to what is legal and moral, and then in collaboration with ISA, whose responsibility it is to put the kids on the map. So I think it's a shared responsibility between both us and ISA.
Bro, we can't even talk about another thing. Do you like the D Cup? I personally like the D Cup when it gets to the second round, onwards, and when they come over to the Champions Cup. D Cup teams are good, and last year we saw I think it was the couple years ago we saw the Champions Cup final where there were no Money Cup teams in it. There were two D Cup teams. I think Campion College won it that year. Clarendon College won it that year. Sorry, bro. The D Cup is a very good competition, and going forward, I hope that it gets the highlight that it deserves. But do you personally like the D Cup?
As in, what's the difference between the D Cup and the Money Cup besides location? In fact, Dacosta Cup is played on better fields.
What about entertainment value?
As in, it's not much different. The only reason we are more entertained by the Money Cup is because we are more familiar with the players that play in the Money Cup. But the quality of football is not that much different in the Money Cup.
What I would say to that point is that it seems a bit, in the Dacosta Cup, it seems more level. The teams look more on par with each other. You don't see a lot of blowout games. You don't necessarily see a lot of blowout games in the Dacosta Cup. You see, rarely. Russia played a game. I thought they won 5-0 or so forth against a school, but that was rare. The majority of the games was
I think there are some massive violations in the first round of the Dacosta Cup. Trust me.
I'll have to check it. I can't argue with her against it, right?
Yeah, but it's not a normality. But when you talk about the Manning Cup now, you see team getting eviscerated 9-0, all 8-0.
Especially in the second round.
Yeah.
And even that, we can't even say that that's a characteristic of the Manning Cup because we don't normally see those scores in the second round. And that's a first round thing. When they get to the second round, the games are, as we've seen, the games are way more competitive. But I really want to see more of the Dacosta Cup because I usually like when I see the teams on the rare occasions that I do. But you're sure where you want to go with it?
Yeah, we can. People, I'm a big fan of football, but I'm a bigger fan of basketball. So, go to transition the show and talk about some basketball now. Specifically, the Los Angeles Lakers. My team, people, unfortunately. 5-2 on the season. 5 losses.
That's
2-5.
2-5.
Yeah, 2-5. 5-2, same thing.
It's not the same.
No, it's
wins
same
first. Wins, then losses.
But yeah, 2-5.
I thought you were a bigger fan.
2-5. Go on.
Yeah, 2 wins, 5 losses. Come on, people. We're not get into that.
Talk to people.
Yes, people. So, a rocky start for the Los Angeles Lakers. Now the head coach, Darnam, is going through a tough time, but it seems that he's starting to find a rotation that seems to be working out for this team that recently just beat the Pelicans, and it's looking very promising for the Lakers right now. They seem, Russell Westbrook seems to be starting to embrace his off the bench role, the 6-man role, and it's looking good. I really can't lie. I want to know your guys' take if you ever saw any of these games.
Yeah, I watched a few games. I can say the Lakers, the Lakers are like a badly built woman. They're not very attractive. The basketball that they play is not very attractive.
That's very offensive, bro.
Or a badly built man, a badly built person. Anyways, Yeah, so the Lakers, they're not built well, bro. Like, the team is not constructed properly.
Yeah.
You know, you have LeBron James and Anthony Davis as the stars. And then you have, I guess the secondary star would be Russell Westbrook. And then you have role players around that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, your primary stars and your and your secondary stars, they don't complement each other. You know, we're talking about Russell Westbrook, who's a ball dominant player. LeBron James, who likes to be on the ball, he's also ball dominant. Now, Anthony Davis has the ability to play in the post, but he also likes the ball. Then when you look at the players on the team, there are not a lot of shooters on the team. Yeah, so I think that's where their struggle is in terms of Russell Westbrook. That's my second favorite player in basketball right now.
Yeah.
He's not. That doesn't look good on me right now, but I remember a time when Russell Westbrook was mad.
What's the
You know, so right now, bro, him coming off the bench. In fact, I watched the press conference from Davenham last night.
Yeah.
You know, and he hinted to the fact that I want to get Russell Westbrook the 6th man of the year. You know, and I don't have a problem with that. What they need to do, bro, is get some shooters, get some knockdown shooters, some catch and shoot people. You get me? I say,
Well,
they don't necessarily have a lot of those right now.
yeah, we don't have a lot of it, but you have the
You like the support Lakers?
Yeah, I just said it.
I missed it.
Yeah, continue.
Yeah, you have the Austin Reeves, you have the Matt Ryans, who actually sent the game into overtime last night. So we have 1 and 2 shooters in and around the squad. And you actually saw the adjustment being made. The Troy Browns as well, who got him from Chicago Bulls as well. Yeah, we have some good shooters. Maybe they haven't found their footing as yet, but I think maybe because people, I want to make this very clear. I was going to make this video when it was 0 losses and 5 losses and 0 wins. I was going to make the video then. And now looking back at it now, maybe I was overreacting. It's a new coach, new players being surrounded with the likes of Russell Westbrook, AD, and LeBron James. It's a new cast, new coaching staff, new everything. So looking back at it now, I think I was really overreacting, and maybe I need to just give this team some time and they'll find their footing.
Bro, if you give this Lakers team some time, you're going to get old and dead. Because this team is not constructed in any way to go out and win basketball games on a consistent level. LeBron James, still shows that he's indeed a force to be reckoned in the sport of basketball, regardless of his age. However, I just don't think Westbrook basketball translates to this game, and I don't think the level of shooting that this team possesses is enough. As you said, they do have some guys who have the ability to be good shooters, but aren't proven as yet. One thing about LeBron James, though, I always compare him to the likes of Lionel Messi. His ability to make people better on the court. He hasn't made the Lakers very much. He hasn't made them individually very much better over the last couple of years. But if he can manage to make these shooters who haven't made a name for themselves, he can put them in positions and spots to make names for themselves. I do believe that this Lakers team can look somewhat like a well-built person, but this team as constructed, I don't think will make any noise.
But you know what I think?
What that?
I think that if you put Anthony Davis and LeBron James on a basketball team, and you give them Westbrook, and you give them decent enough defenders, and you give them decent enough shooters, they're going to make the playoff. But the playoff is not what we're talking about. We're talking about championship.
Yeah, LeBron and AD will make the playoff once they stay healthy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I
Most
think
definitely.
when you say, you're going to wait forever, you're going to get old and die, you are correct if we're talking about championship.
The Lakers will not win.
And Lakers,
No, I don't have the Lakers winning the
are we
championship.
satisfied with playoff? With making it as a 6th seed or the 7th seed?
Yeah, and the
play-in.
the first round.
Are we satisfied? Are Lakers fans satisfied with that?
I mean, I'll make the comparison with the Los Angeles Lakers with Man United. We're going through a transitional period. We can't expect success so quickly. Have a new
We're going
manager.
to a
You're going to
transitional
know
period with a 400-year-old LeBron James,
Exactly.
a 300-year-old Westbrook, and a 200-year-old Anthony Davis, who have all suffered major injuries in the last couple of seasons. And
I'm talking about the supporting cast.
Yeah, but Austin Reeves is not somebody that you're going to transition a team around. He's not Luka Doncic. He's not Zion
He
Williamson.
does show some quality.
He will never be a star player that you can send to a team around. When you speak about a team going through a transitional phase, you have a centerpiece
You talk
that
about
is a star.
like the Cavaliers or
who has like Donovan Mitchell, so on and so forth, who have good players who can make transition around that particular
and
group.
if they don't win this year, they're not mad.
The Lakers have to win.
Yeah.
Because LeBron is not getting any better, though. We keep on saying that, and always seems like he gets better, but then he breaks down, which is proof that he's not getting any better.
It's getting very old, yeah.
So I don't know about transitional period. You know, Manchester United has the likes of Anthony. He's shown glimpses.
Martinez.
You know, Martinez,
Malacia.
Rashford, Malacia doing good stuff. All of whom have the ability to continue to grow, to continue to develop. You know, Manchester United are a few pieces away. Manchester United are a few pieces away. Lakers,
their pieces are aging pieces and pieces that get injured for the last, 2 of the last 2 years they've been injured. So, but I think, bro, if you have them together for 70 plus games, they're going to make playoffs.
of course.
So I feel like, I just think that won't be enough. And hopefully this coach the team look like they're rallying around him.
Yeah.
And I saw how they interacted last night. Russell Westbrook is not whining on the bench, bro. In fact, the game time 3 that Ryan made, I was watching Westbrook because sometimes, he's a guy that can't hide his emotions. Like you will see it on his face. His body language will tell how he's feeling. Man, watch him and say, yo, you're on the bench fine. I never have a problem with you being on the bench, but let's see how you support your team when they're trying to close out a game. He made that 3, bro. He was right there up in his face, cheering with him. I'm like, alright, good enough. I like that. So 6 man of the year is where he's going with that, and I think that will be a very important decision at the end of the season, putting Russell Westbrook to the bench. But where is it?
Yeah, and I wonder if you heard some of these rumors going around because they are talking about possibly even trading Westbrook for some pieces. I want to get you guys' opinion about the likes of Turner and Buddy Hield over at Indian Pacers.
I would do that in a half a second.
It would be a better fit.
Turner, AD, Hield, LeBron James.
Is Westbrook expiring contract?
I think Westbrook has 1 more year.
Yeah, 1 more.
Why would they do it? Why would the Pacers do it?
I'm not sure. Maybe I don't know why the Pacers do that. And that's the issue that I had with all these quote unquote rumor deals in the off season. Like,
it's just not gonna
there's
happen.
nothing to gain by getting Westbrook on your team. We heard all the rumblings, the Kyries and the KDs and the so on and so forth. I would rather hold on to a dysfunctional Kyrie Irving than trade for Westbrook.
You know where Westbrook could thrive? I'd say at Orlando, a team that's not expecting to win, have a lot of young players, and you just say, Westbrook, lead these players and get us, see what you can do. But you can't have him as a team that
Westbrook could thrive in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, I think that's
left that.
I think that's where it's at for him right now,
But I mean, we saw evidence of it when he was in Washington Wizards. We saw evidence around a younger team.
Player, bro.
As you said, bro, in the Hall of Fame, you hang up the Jordans and you take your time, go over. I think it's in Springfield. After 5 years, your name go up in the Hall of Fame, first ballot, so on and so forth. Average a triple-double 3 seasons in a row, whatever. I think it's about that time for Westbrook. Am I being too harsh?
Yeah, being very too harsh.
I just don't see a place for him in today's NBA anymore. Just listen. You have to reduce his role by a lot. Not just those him possessing the skill to be a useful 6-man. Yes, a 6-man who can definitely come on and get 15 points per game, but I don't see how Westbrook and the way he plays contribute to winning basketball. That's just in my opinion.
Alright, Jomar, you mentioned you would take Buddy Hield and Turner in a heartbeat. But would those 2 guys coming onto the Lakers, would that make them a championship level team?
It still would make them a championship level team, but I think it would bring them way closer to a championship than Westbrook.
Alright.
Well, people, I enjoyed this conversation. I hope you did as well. Guys, this is the first time I'm making my appearance on Beside That Sports TV.
What is the show name again?
Amiel Talks. But on Beside That Sports TV, a little section where you get to talk to me and have a little discussion in the comment section. Talk to me about the topics that we discussed today. Leave some ideas. How can we as Jamaicans push or promote the players of the Dacosta Cup and bring them to the forefront? Talk to them about your thoughts on this NBA season. Who do you think will win the NBA championship, and your thoughts on the Los Angeles Lakers?
Hey man, not for cutting, bro. People might not know, Ames, this man has been around the YouTube football scene for long before this or that sport TV decided to give him the work. I tell you, yeah man, because he's been admins for, tell them all the channels.
We're not forgetting to that, man. We're not getting.
Brethren, tell them your accolades, bro.
No man, we're not getting.
Because people only know him and only see him and only interact with him before, but they just not put a face to the name before. So that you to, first of all, me personally, I mean, reasoning with him about sports for years, you know, from before the beard growing. You know, before I became a 6'4", you know, the guy that I am right now. Me and Amiel has been talking about sports for a long time, and as soon as me and Rush decided to start this channel, Amiel was one of the first person that I knew that would definitely provide good insight, you know, and a good soundboard, and then eventually being one of the catalysts for us being successful as we are. So now this is going to be theme segment.
Don't get used to us.
Yeah, this is going to be his segment to speak to you guys. You know, we decided that obviously we're growing. You get me, so we have to expand. You know, and it's a lot of work. We do a lot of work. So we decided to allow Amiel to come in and give his insight, because I believe he has a lot of things to say that people might want to hear. And one of the few times I might come on and tell him how wrong he is. You get me? So as I tell Rush how wrong he is every single day.
Yes, sir.
But for the most part, this is just going to be Amiel's segment to talk to the people. So people, tell him how they want. Tell him how good he is. You get me, sir?
Yeah. Yes, people. So the more videos I do, obviously I will improve. That is only natural. A man that is alive and works towards what he works towards will improve.
That's wise.
Yeah.
Who teach you that one day?
Off the broom there. Off the brim. Little freestyle, you know? Or not get into that, people. Thanks again, people. Share your thoughts in the comment. Want you thump up the subscription button, you know?
Alright.
Leave a comment, leave the like, and share the video to the WhatsApp group, your WhatsApp status, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. And if you do that, can you imagine how many subscribers that will get us by the end of the day? Yes, people. Thank you again. Thank you for the guys coming on to the show, giving me a little strength, you know. Really appreciate it. But yeah, that's it from this side at Sports TV. We're out.